Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Mr. Davis. You have been charged by information with carrying a concealed firearm.
All right, and good morning, Mr. Davis. This is Judge Patterson. It looks as if Mr. Davis, are you employed?
Excuse me, sir.
So you don't have a job?
Oh, I do construction. I work my own
Okay,
time.
and are you working now?
When it went soon, I'll be able to get out. I'll be back working.
Okay, what company?
It's just a little under the table job.
Okay, all right. Do you
Yes,
have
sir.
any children that are requiring support from you?
Yes, sir. I got one little girl.
Okay, all right. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent Mr. Davis on this matter.
Mr. Davis, my name is Casey Bigelow. I'm an attorney here at the Public Defender's Office. So you have two options this morning. You can plead not guilty. And then I just got appointed, so you could plead not guilty. I'd come out and see you. We talk about your case and see if it's appropriate to take to trial, or the state's giving you an offer to send out there to the jail for you. You were originally charged with carrying a concealed firearm. That's a third-degree felony. If you wanted to resolve it today, adjudication will be withheld. That means you wouldn't be a convicted felon under Florida law. You would receive 24 months of probation, court costs and fines, 50 hours public service work, and $20 monthly cost of supervision. Is that something you're interested in, or you want to plead not guilty?
That's something I'm interested in.
And I didn't catch all that. Say that one more time.
That's something I'm interested in.
Okay. We're looking through the paperwork. It looks like you live in Georgia. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you got put on probation here in Florida, when you got out of jail, you'd go to the probation office. You have to pay $100 fee to transfer to Georgia, and they won't transfer you unless you go ahead and pay that. Do you have a way to do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you wanted that that plea offer, it's available there for you.
Mr. Davis, if you'll raise your right hand and I'll swear you in, sir. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you present will be the truth and the whole truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
And you can lower your hand, Mr. Davis. You've heard the announcement of your attorney. Did you understand what he announced?
Yes, sir.
And do you have any questions about this plea or anything we've said so far?
No, sir.
Now, you understand you have the right to continue to plead not guilty and proceed to a jury trial. And at that jury trial, you'd have the right to require the state to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You'd also have the right to call witnesses on your own behalf and the right to choose to testify at that jury trial. You'd likewise have the right to appeal the facts of this case. But by entering this plea, you'll be giving up those rights. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody forcing or threatening you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drug or medication or anything at this time?
No, sir.
And are you satisfied with your lawyer? I know he just appointed him.
Yes, sir.
Is there a stipulation?
It's stipulate to a factual basis for the plea, Your Honor.
And any exonerating DNA evidence?
None known by the state.
None known from the defense.
All right, very well then, Mr. Davis. I'm satisfied that your plea is freely and voluntarily made. It is made upon the advice of competent counsel with whom you say you're satisfied. There is a sufficient factual basis for me to accept your plea of no contest, and I do so at this time. I will sentence you in accordance with this plea agreement by withholding adjudication of your guilt, placing you on 24 months of felony probation. I do impose
Yes.
court costs and fines in the amount of $1,498, plus you will perform 50 hours of community service work in your community in Georgia at the rate of at least 8 hours a month at the direction of your probation officer, and there will be a $20 a month cost of supervision. I do need to get his DNA swab while he's out there as well. You have the right to appeal, Mr. Davis. If you desire to do so, you need to file a written notice with this court within 30 days. Now, when you get out of jail, Mr. Davis, you have to come immediately over to the state probation office, which is behind the courthouse here in Chipley. If you fail
Yes, sir.
to report, that's a violation of your probation right as we start. And you'll probably end up right back in jail. So you got to
Yes,
do
sir.
that when you're released here today. You understand
Yes.
that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does the probation office need me to get an address for them? Okay. All right. So we will need you to have your DNA swab. Good luck to you, Mr. Davis.